peeps, I'm back again, and I just came back from a little shopping spree to get all my little basic needs for my sewing project. So based on the Dressmaker's Technique Bible, I got all my basic needs, which include razor sharp scissors. I got myself the Friskas. What the shop owner did actually was to get me to try on different scissors, and unfortunately for me, I found the most expensive one, and I chose this one because it's really sharp and it's comfortable. Probably a very good brand to start off with. Friskas is from the US, one of the sharpest blades, best fabric. I also got myself, they call this the pinking shears. It basically has zigzag, can you see it there? Zigzags on its blade, and it's great for cutting the hems of very delicate materials like silk, so that it doesn't fray as easily. And I managed to choose something that was somewhat mid-range. It's about 50 plus. Then I got myself 2 rulers. This is very basic. I got myself a wooden one. There's also the orangey, plasticky one, but I always see this in the textile stores, so I thought, you know, let me have the real feel of things. It's cheaper too. And I got myself a little curved ruler. This is great for making skirts, which I intend to do as starters. There's also 2 or 3 other stuff, but they told me that I don't need that as yet until I get into a more advanced level. So that's good that they didn't try to sell me the whole shop. I got myself my basic sewing threads. It's the normal ones that you can use for almost everything. But as you progress and you advance, you will need a different type of threads for different types of materials. If you have, if you intend to do embroidery, for instance, then you might as well get the ones that has more reflective modes on it, so that it looks prettier. There's all sorts of different colors. The guy who actually sold me the Brothers NV950 actually suggested the brand Dolphin because it lasts longer. Okay, and I've got myself measuring tape. You can get the other one that's cheaper, but then you have to do all the winding and unwinding, and I'm pretty lazy, so I spend a little bit more money just so that I can easily get it wind up just like that. Then I have, of course, my chalking markers. I took one for white and another one in pink because Belle wanted the pink color one. White and pink in case I'm working with lighter colors. The thing is, working with this chalk is cheaper and it lasts long, but the only thing is when you're ironing your fabric and you have the chalk on, it might stain the fabric. So what the shop person actually recommended is this wash-off pen marker, which basically you just mark your fabric and just wash it off with water. This is pretty cool. I didn't have this when I started sewing many years back. It's a double tracing wheel, so it's great because then with the tracing paper on the fabric, you can actually outline not just where you have to cut, but also where you sew, so you can determine just how much gap you want in between according to the size. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the size from the cutting to the place where you're supposed to sew is about 1.5 cm, that's on average. So it's cool, so you can do 2 things at once and you don't have to do double work. So I spend a little bit more extra on this double tracing wheel. Awesome stuff. It's 42 ringgit, it's crazy. I also got myself some pins, and this is slightly more expensive only because at the end of the day, at the end of my projects, I do plan to do some more crafts and not just sewing. And I'll be handling more delicate materials. So the great thing about this pin is it's more finer and longer, so it gives less harm or makes less harm to your materials, especially delicates like silk. While I was browsing around that shop, I also found this little cool bobby container where you can keep all your bobbins inside neatly. And of course I need my tracing paper. So the rest, like the other needles and stuff, is all upstairs. Now I'm going to compile everything into my cool toolbox like this. And I can put it all in different containers, all neatly done. I'm going to put all my beading stuff inside too. So, there you go.